Hey, my name is James Osmar, and today I wanted to, just briefly make a payback for what I would determine to be a debt of gratitude. And that debt of gratitude would be for one Darren Stevens, who I had the fortunate experience of being able to meet at a mastermind group that we both belong in. And when I was at this meeting, I decided that I wouldn't sit up in front of the group that we were speaking to try to, impress upon them what it was that I thought I had going on in my business. I wanted to try to find some help for the chink in my armor. I guess that's really what a mastermind meeting is all about. And my chink at that time was that public speaking to me was much like jumping out of an airplane. If you ever had the experience of parachuting, for your first jump, it's absolutely mortifying. Well, standing in front of a group of people for me was mortifying. So I asked my group for help, about 40 people. And in this group now, you have to, realize that there are people that are making $1 million on a Saturday and $2.5 million on a weekend. Very, very, very successful people. So I told people that that was what I would like to have help with. And in that group, several people offered all kinds of advice, which I took wholeheartedly. And then by sheer coincidence, I happened to be sitting beside Darren, and when I went back to my chair, I had Darren nudge me and said, "I could help you." And I said, "Oh, really?" And he said, "Yeah, it's just part of what I do in my business." I said, "What would that be?" He said, "Well, I hypnotize people." And well, I'd always wanted to be hypnotized, and I was going to jump at the opportunity no matter what was the outcome. I wanted to have the experience of being hypnotized. So Darren did, and he did it at lunch hour. He brought me out into the lobby, and he went through his motions of putting me into the state that you would be most receptive for what it was that he was trying to accomplish. And for me, that was walking down a hallway and facing my biggest fears, and then associating some of these more positive things. After we buried the fears, we would then relate some of the more successful moments that I've had in my life where I was in front of a crowd. And for me, that was once upon a time scoring a goal and winning the division with the puck being buried in the back of the net. And today I still get goosebumps over that goal. So ultimately what ended up happening is Darren cured me of my public speaking fear. And after that, I had gone out and spoke to a group of about 60 or 70 people, where in that group about 25% of the people signed up with me. And being Canadian, I don't really want to talk about the money that I earned, but it was extreme in my life anyway. It was very, very lucrative. And I was still, a little leery, not quite convinced until I had the opportunity to be able to go speak again. And what was very interesting is part of the state that Darren would put you in. He said, you're going to hear people say things like, "Wow, what a great speaker," and "Is he ever funny?" and things like that. And you could actually hear people selectively out of the back of the room and in the middle of the crowd that would be saying these things. So with that being said, this is my opportunity to pay back my debt of gratitude and thank Darren wholeheartedly, 100%, for curing me of my fear of public speaking. Thank you, Darren.